what I'll go straight to Monty, about England. Now, obviously, we've talked about India, the selection headaches. Just want to talk to you about England. Are there any worries at all for England? They obviously got most things right. They almost played the perfect game, right, in the first test, and nobody expected them to do so well. And they've actually, maybe you did, Monty, because there was.
They played the perfect game because Nadeem Shah was playing. He did, didn't bowl very well at all, and that's what you're kind of thinking. You're kind of thinking, to be honest, India's cupboard is kind of bare when it comes to spinners. Ashwin, Akshar Patel, Jadeja, if they're fit, they're dominant. But Kuldeep Yadav, what has he done wrong? Do you know what I mean? And so I think, Akshar Patel will probably play, which I think will make it difficult for England now. Unless Akshar Patel has another game like Nadeem Shah, then, it's a worrying time for Indian cricket in terms of spinners.
All right. Okay. And from England's perspective, do you think they will rest Anderson and play Broad? I mean, they've obviously been rotating some players. So
yeah, they have the rotation policy. So I expect Anderson to be rested, and Stuart Broad to play. He's taken over 500 Test wickets. It's like replacement. So yeah, England tend to go with a rotation policy, unlike India, who don't even have a rotation policy. Like they've got so many seamers, so many cricketers. How do you look after their welfare? It's just, if a few players are injured, you get a game, but we're going to go back to our best 11. Like, that's what I feel for Mohammad Siraj. I hope he does get a game at some point in this Test match.
Sure. All right. Okay. Great. I think, guys, Kanishk, I'll just come to you with the same question. Do you think England would have any worries at all? Do you expect Moeen Ali to make any comeback, in this Test match?
I think given the rotation policy in place, I see, and as Monty said, that Broad coming in and Anderson being rested, I think they've got the right balance. I don't see any other reason why that should be disrupted when you're already on a high. So in my opinion, I think there would just be one change in both the teams, and that'd be it.
All right. Okay. So great. Final word from you, Anuradha. I mean, what are you expecting from a World Test Championship perspective? India obviously have to win this, and England has to win this. If they win 3-1 or 3-0, then they are through. If obviously India lose this, then there's no way they're going to make it. So what are you expecting from that perspective?
No. Even if, so India has to do 2 wins and 1 draw to get 70 points, right?
Isn't it 3-1? I think a difference of 2, right? So is it not 3-1 now? That
they have, as I understand this, they have to get 70 points. Okay. For 70 points, they need to win 2 matches because 30-30.
All right.
And then have 1 draw, which is 10 points.
Sure.
Okay. So if we win all 3, lovely. We can't afford to lose. If we lose, we are out. So the least we can do is we can afford 1 match to go draw. Okay. But then, as you know, my pessimistic self, as I told you in the last conversation, I don't know if India will bounce back. I am extremely unsure right now. And one thing which I completely agree with Monty, I have been reading about this rotation and I was like, why do we not do it in India? We don't seem to consider it at all. We have a completely different temperament. So yeah, that is, I'm not sure. I just hope that what Monty said doesn't come true. We don't want to lose all of the matches. Okay. But yeah, I want to watch a good match for sure. The first one was, we were completely outplayed. So yeah, don't want to watch a match like that.
All right. Okay. So wonderful chatting with you all. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Monty, for making this. I mean, it was lovely chatting with you, getting first-hand views.
Yeah, you gave us bragging rights. So now I'm going to tell everybody I spoke to you. So.
No, absolutely. Tell them about the prediction, and then I hope I'm not in a position after the second Test match I have to eat my own words.
We'll get you back again, Monty. So thank you so much for making time for this.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anuradha. Thanks, Kanishk. Bye-bye, people. It was lovely.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Monty.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Bye.